and you also directed, if I'm right, the best Christmas pageant ever.
Yes.
So talk to us about that one, because I saw it and it was a fun play. What were some of the challenges?
Well, some of the challenges were that we had a large cast of children, and it was about a rowdy group of children. And when you get rowdy children playing rowdy children, it can get pretty rowdy sometimes.
It's a double whammy.
Well, you always have the usual problems. The one who really looks good and never comes to rehearsal, and the one who is really spectacular but wants to act all the time, even when they're supposed to be in the background. But I found, for me, that one had some things to say about respect for all kinds of people and what they can learn about some of the great stories if you allow kids to get involved and act things out. So it had meaning, and it was sentimental. It was lovely for Christmas, and it was fun.
So we've changed locale, as people might have noticed, and we're here in Sarah's workshop, and she's presently mounting a beautiful pileated woodpecker that caught her attention earlier in the year. Isn't that beautiful?
That is lovely.
Sarah, you've directed, you've acted, you've helped write some of the material. You've also been on the executive. Why did you decide to become involved in the executive of North Frontenac Little Theatre, and how was your experience?
I kind of feel as though in a community like this, if we're going to see institutions thrive, we all have to take a turn at running them. And so I joined first as a member of the executive, as a member at large, I think, and then it was time to move the leadership around a little bit, and I took on the president's job for one term, and I've learned things about myself in that I find that I would much rather work on an actual play than work on the administration of them, but I also felt that I learned a lot about how to motivate people to get involved in theater and what's required to make an organization like the Little Theatre function behind the scenes. A lot of things like finding plays and encouraging directors and soothing wounded feelings and encouraging people who haven't tried things to try them. And all of that is, it was a good learning experience. Plus it was just fun getting together with a group of people that I enjoy.
We're a good bunch, by and
You're a
large.
good bunch, yeah.
And this comes from another biographical clip that you had inserted in a program for a play you did in the year 2003. Can you guess the play?
Could it have been Oliver?
No. So here we go. Your quote was something to the effect of, as a lay preacher and a church elder, I particularly enjoy playing villains and eccentrics so as to express the darker side of my personality. and as you were saying, in more safe quarters than perhaps elsewhere.
Yeah.
So you did portray a few characters that were on the other side. And I'm thinking of Bell, Book, and Candle.
Yes,
Holroyd, I believe your character's name was. And then, of course, Fagin in Oliver.
A woman's got a heart, hasn't she? Joking apart, hasn't she? And I'd be the first one to say that I wasn't a saint. I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. I'm reviewing the situation. Should I change my way of living if I can? All the trials and tribulations, better settle down and get my money he would take from me, a misery he'd make from me. I think I'd better think it out again.
Yeah.
So, would you like to talk about that dark side?
Well, as I said, I am an elder in the United Church, and I'm a good Orthodox Christian, and I believe in original sin. So there you are. I feel quite sure that we all have dark sides. And I think that it's good to look at them clearly and express them occasionally, and doing it in a way that's productive and within the community is appealing. And besides, it's fun.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about Drama Fest.
Mm-hmm.
So the North Frontenac Little Theatre decided to branch out a bit and get some involvement with the students going by heading into the schools and putting on a day or sometimes 2 days of dramatic activities in the dramatic arts. Mm-hmm. And we called upon as many of the local arts-oriented people as possible to participate in these workshops at the schools, and you and Lauren were some of them. Tell us about how you got involved and what you got out of your involvement in Drama Fest.
It's an interesting link to the reason I came to Canada in the beginning, because it was in the Street Theatre Company that I had a lot of training in improvisational theatre and what are called theatre games, where you set up certain kinds of exercises that develop abilities in terms of staging and voicing and improv and expression and all that sort of thing. And so having a chance to do that and turn around and teach it to children was an attractive idea for me, and I felt that it was good for the kids to get into that and to find that they could do things on stage, as it were, although we were mostly working in the schools in the gymnasium, but that they could create plays and that they could act in them and develop that side of themselves. And so it was really quite satisfying, partly to pass on what I had learned and to get a chance to work in the schools, because I enjoy working with children. I enjoy directing kids, and I like working with them. And I know from my own daughter's involvement in some of those things that it had very positive effect.
Are there any other memories you'd like to share, or anything else you'd like to add? I notice you've got many plays that you're a part of, including Here Today and Gone Tomorrow.
Now that one was fun.
Madame Clairvoyante.
Yeah. And I did costumes, some of the costumes on that too. I got a chance to play with costuming on that one. Yeah, that was fun.
It's a good play for costumes, as I recall.
Yes, and I enjoy some of the broader humor, the slapstick that we. There was quite a bit of slapstick in that one, as I recall.
Yeah.
The other thing I remember is when we did Fiddler on the Roof, and at the end of the play, I remember having a sense that we had actually become that village. In a very real sense, there was a community. It was temporary, and like most theatrical community, as well as theatrical romances, they have their very limited lifespan. But there was a real sense of being part of an intimate village experience that part of all of us, I think, who were in that play.
Sarah, the North Frontenac Little Theatre is very proud to have you as a member. We're looking forward to your future involvement, and we thank you for all that you have put in to help make our theatre strong, vibrant, and the wonderful opportunity it is for our community.
Thank you.
Thank you.